we've got to really look at the nitty-gritty, and these things happen every day, and it just happens to be a good friend of mine, Senzo, and it gets the whole country up in arms. But I just hope we can take something out of it and improve our country, because it's not a good situation we're in. For the team, it's tough for us. I think we all knew him. We all had a good relationship with him. I think he had a good relationship with everybody in the PSL. So very difficult for us. But hopefully after Saturday, with Senzo's funeral, there'll be a bit of closure. If I just take Senzo as an example, 2.5 years ago, Senzo was a bench player at Pirates. And he became the national team captain within a space of 24 months. So I do feel for Senzo, because I think he stayed the same person. I know that he didn't change too much from the first day I met him in the under-20 national team as a goalkeeper coach. He was the exact same person who shook my hand on Saturday night and sent me a text message on Sunday morning ripping me off because he had beaten me. And one thing about Senzo, he was always top of his game. Whenever he trained, it was fantastic. He was a real trainer. He was like most goalkeepers are. He never said no to any exercise. He put in massive effort. He was a fantastic workhorse, really. And so when the opportunity came for him to play, Moni was going through a bit of a tough patch. They were playing Sundowns, and I had heard in the past that Senzo would only play one game. He'd play one game, and Moni would be back after a suspension or an injury. And he had played a couple of games in the past, probably a handful of games, but it was once one game. And I was trying to think of how the best way to get him to settle down and become a top goalkeeper. And I remember sitting with him on the stadium. I think we sat on the grass at the Rain Stadium, and I said to him, "Look, Senzo, we're going to play this weekend." It was about 2 or 3 days before the game, and I said, "Look, but you're not going to play one game." And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You're going to play the next 5 games." And I think that kind of put him at ease. And he said, "Are you serious, coach? Because I've only played one game and then I'm back on the bench." And I said, "No, you're now going to play 5 games. I don't care what happens. If we lose 10-0, you're going to play the next one." And I think he said, "Geez, okay, coach, I trust you and I'm going to go for it." And I think that was the turning point for him. He had the belief that I believed in him. So he had a fantastic game against Sundowns that day. We won 3-1, and he was man of the match, hands down. It was brilliant.
It was because, you guys see the 90 minutes, once a week, and we have the rest of the time together, sitting on the tarmac with him.